Hello everybody, welcome to Late Night Frights. I'm Chris Brock, member, and today for my horror battle, I chose to battle a 2011 film, You're Next, which it was made in 2011, but it was released in the United States of America theatrically in 2013. And it is a horror film, obviously, a home invasion film, as well as the other film that I selected to battle, The Strangers, is a 2008 horror film starring Liv Tyler and Scott Speedman. Okay guys, so before I get down to the horror battle, I want to review both these films briefly. So let's start off with You're Next. It is about a guy named Crispin taking his girlfriend Erin to his parents' house for a family reunion. It's his dad's retirement home. It's in a secluded area, up in the hills. And, everybody, they have a daughter and they have 3 brothers, and they're just showing off their, or letting them meet their girlfriends and boyfriends. And pretty much, they're having a good time, but then, they get down to arguing. Crispin and his other brother, who's a douchebag, get to arguing, and then the animals attack. And if you don't know who the animals are, they're these guys right here. So what The Strangers is about, it is about James and Kristen. They're, a couple. And James proposes to Kristen, but gets rejected. And they go back to the house where he had everything set up. Rose petals, candles, dinner, wine, all that stuff. And it's just really awkward. Pretty much, they're just trying to get past this. And, she says she ran out of cigarettes. He goes out to get her some more cigarettes. And then she hears The Strangers. And they just stalk and harass her and just play mind games with her. And then James, eventually comes back. And he has to, face the strangers with her, and they just get toyed with, and it's just crazy how that happens. The strangers, they just play mind games with them, and they take their time, and it makes for a very suspenseful movie. Okay guys, so round 2 is going to be storyline, and which storyline do I like better? Your Next is about this guy and his girlfriend going to his parents' house on a family reunion, and then the animals attack. As The Strangers is about a guy proposing to his girlfriend, and he gets rejected, and they go back to his house, and all the stuff that he planned, the rose petals, the wine, all that stuff. They see all that. They're just emotionally distraught, and they're just really sad and they're really down. And then The Strangers happen, so it's like, what else could go wrong? And it does. The Strangers come. And I just like that one better because they're already emotionally in a bad place to begin with. And then The Strangers happen, so I just like that storyline better. So round 2 goes to The Strangers. Okay guys, so round 3 is acting. The acting in Your Next was okay. Pretty decent acting. The best performance, in my opinion, was Shirley Vincent, the lead lady. She played Erin. Other than that, the acting was decent. I could put up with it, so it was, wasn't that bad. The acting in The Strangers, you have Liv Tyler as Kristen, and you have Scott Speedman as James. And I just like their acting better than, the acting in Your Next. I just thought their acting was just a little bit more believable when you could actually buy into that they're actually in this situation. So round 3 goes to The Strangers. Okay guys, so round 4 is The Killer, or in this case, Killers. The Killers from Your Next, I did enjoy the animals. I thought that was really cool. I love, the masks that they wear. I think those are really creepy. But my main problem with this is that they have a backstory. You see why they're doing this, and then you get to see them unmasked. And what made The Strangers so creepy is that you don't know why they're doing this. And when Kristen and James ask them, why are you doing this? And they go, because you were home. And that was the only explanation that they gave to them. In this one, you see why the animals are doing this, and it's kind of a crappy, backstory, or a crappy way of, doing what they're doing while they're murdering these people. And I just think The Strangers are more scary and more suspenseful because they're just a little bit more mysterious. You don't know, as much about them as you do the animals. So I'm going to have to give this one, round 4, to The Strangers from The Strangers. Okay guys, so round 5 is which is a better overall horror film and which one has more replayability. I'm going to have to go straightforward, my completely honest opinion, The Strangers. I just thought it was more suspenseful, and I really love suspense in horror films. I really love, that feeling of what's going to happen next. And The Strangers had that, and I will not lie to you, when she looked out the window and she seen, one of the strangers, the guy with the burlap sack, I had it on full volume, and it was like 6 o'clock in the morning, pitch dark, and nobody was home but me. When she seen him, I jumped. It scared me. I won't lie. It scared me pretty good. But it does. It has some good scares and has good suspense, and I just enjoyed it better. As a horror film, it does deliver pretty good. As this one, it ain't really as scary. It does have its suspenseful moments, but then it kind of strays away from it. It's more of, just straight up, brutally, like, murdering people. But it ain't a bad film. I like The Strangers better, but this is an okay film. But obviously, The Strangers have won this horror battle, guys. I'm going to leave the Facebook link down below. And also, check out our new website. I'll leave the link down below to that. So, thanks for watching, guys. Peace.